I always wanted there to be a fart at the end.
I don't know if it made it in. I hope it did. You said it. You did it right as I was hitting the button. So that's amazing.
Man, we didn't get into the ping stuff. We didn't get into the social.
We made an early ping joke, and that was it.
So wait, are you guys hot on that?
Nah, it seems like an obvious thing, and the only thing that's interesting me is the fact that they made a point of tying in Facebook and Twitter. So they're like, "Hey, we're not trying to start a social network. We're just giving artists an avenue." It's mildly interesting.
That was a great show.
Oh yeah, great show, everybody. What should we call it?
Oh yeah, we gotta look at the thing.
Showbot.
Who watches the Watch OS? Because that was just for me.
Obligatory.
Apple invents the wheel.
Where's a show with merit?
Apple reinvents the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
WWDC, who will Drake connect? WWDC, what would Drake curate?
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, in other news, Samsung has a new thing too.
It should just be the full Samsung announcement as the title.
Those were the top ones.
El Capitan, my cap. It should be El Capitan, my Capitan.
El Capitan Morgan.
Oh, that jumped up all of a sudden.
A real button masher. Show me your playlist. What do you guys like?
I feel like what would Drake curate is kind of that's the runaway favorite
for me. Yeah, I think that's my favorite as well.
Yeah. And it is the #1 acceptable title since we don't do Who Watches the X.
By the way, wasn't everyone just kind of waiting for, and my album will be exclusive on Apple Music on this day?
No.
Like,
not really.
I wouldn't have been shocked, but I was also not surprised that he didn't.
I was kind of, I mean, I don't know, beyond just the cachet of like, hey, a major artist wants to come kind of pay homage to Apple. Like,
it was surprising that he showed up. Like, I saw it on the Verge blog before I saw it on the stream, and Nilay Patel was going nuts. He's like, seriously, Drake is here. This is weird.
Yeah. He started at the bottom.
Except that's not how he talks, but that's what he wrote.
I'm just assuming everything you're saying now is a Taylor Swift lyric.
That was a Drake lyric.
Oh, man, I don't know music.
You're probably too busy listening to Spoon albums.
Yeah, but just my Spoon records from the 90s.
I don't even remember any of their songs.
Oh, here's the most offensive thing that happened during that entire keynote. When Q searched, hey, play the #1 alternative song, and Walk the Moon starts playing. Soundgarden died for your sins, people.
Of all time.
And this is how you repay them for alternative
Wow.
music. Walk the Moon. Stop it. That's a joke.
Stop it.
There was alternative music before Soundgarden, though.
Yeah.
I mean, the heyday of alternative music.
Oh, are we gonna have
are we
gonna have a Smashing Pumpkins Soundgarden fight?
No, that's fine. I'm down with that.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't want to have a fight about that because I'll win.
No.
I'm
sorry, I'm too late.
Oh, look who showed up! Roger. So, Roger, what'd you think of the announcements?
I was at Berkeley all day.
Oh.
That's going to be the next iOS after El Capitan?
It should have been.
The Berkeley. I was in Berkeley all day.
Man, are they still reeling from their epic defeat to Cloud9 in the Heroes of the Storm tournament over the weekend?
Oh, I love Heroes of the Storm.
You know, I just started playing that.
Oh, yeah, you should play. I didn't even know you were on Battle.net.
Yeah, I play Diablo. I only play Diablo.
Right. We did play Diablo. That's right.
Veronica, you'll be happy to know that your Foleyed sound effect made it in.
Yes!
Nice.
I really want that to be the default. I feel like it needs a fart sound.
Well, because it is at the end of this
I
one.
hear the fart sound every time. Oh, that's why?
Takes a while.
Visit frogpants.com. Audio program so good, it's like you're there.
Well, it's not a fart sound,
It's more like a drop.
like a stomp.
Like you dropped a bunch of stuff on the floor.
Like a sack of cats.
Yes.
A little more like, wow! I'm tired.
Dropping like a
man.
sack of cats.
Yeah.
Now everybody's naming their favorite alternative bands. Boxcar Racer and Nirvana.
Boxcar Racer. Oh my God.
Any Sunday? Who remembers Sunny Day Real Estate? Let's just. This is a new segment. I like to call I'm in my 30s.
Welcome to In My 30s with Justin Robert Young. Justin, what do you remember today?
Hey, you remember the Lemonheads? Anyway.
Yeah.
My new character. I'm about to get a mortgage. Look at me. I'm in my 30s.
Let's go listen to some Spoon.
Only 3 drinks for me.
Who remembers John Sensio? I do. I'm in my 30s.
Also known as 30-something.
Yeah. What else? What else?
All the things.
All the things.
Everything.
Why do they have to take so long? I will give Apple credit that in the beginning they were racing through the announcements. I was like, this is a good pace. Yeah, I didn't have any complaints the first hour and a half.
Yeah.
Remember when, like, they didn't do the big we make $1 million every second numbers thing.
That was a cheat.
And they played it off like, hey, we're just going to get into stuff, and everybody, because it was so gigantic. So it legitimately, knowing the runtime of it, it's a legitimate thing that they looked at it and said, no, we got to let's just cut this, and we'll just probably release it to journalists at some point or something, like we'll just leak it out. But it does kind of make me, being a suspicious, cynical human being, I was just like, what are you hiding, Cody?
Oh no, they sprinkled all those numbers out throughout the entire announcement. Didn't you notice that?
Okay,
like basically every announcement said, and the market share for this has gone up, and it was like, oh, that's where the numbers are.
Okay.
Yeah,
the
like
only
when they
thing
showed
they
the
cut was
Android.
like, we opened an Apple store in Bangladesh, and here it is. It's amazing.
Well, they didn't announce. Did they announce Apple Watch sales preliminaries?
No, that's the thing. Yeah, I was expecting more, like, because I feel like Apple Watch is
Pretty
not doing
quick,
as well as
though.
they want it to be doing, and I wanted to know the numbers.
But it's
You're
still
probably
not,
right. They probably would have done it anyway, even as soon as it's been, but it hasn't even been a quarter, so they wouldn't even
Well,
have
and
quarterly
also it's like,
numbers.
I think it might be screwed up because they would normally have had this out in stores, but apparently they had that big screw up with the Taptic engine, so
They had
they're
a
just
supply
not
chain
creating as
problem.
much.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
So maybe that I was curious to see that, which did not happen.
Yeah.
Someday
I thought
Apple Watch
things
will be
were going
singing
good for me
started
until
at the
one
bottom,
more
now we
thing.
hear.
Like, I felt like if they had cut it at the one more thing, the runtime would have been perfect.
Yeah.
And it was like, and now another 3 hours of music talk.
Well, if they had done a 15-minute freaking music announcement, it would have been okay.
That would have been okay, yeah.
Because then it would have been 2 hours, and it would have been like, well, it's one more thing, fine. But it just like kept going. It was like a
The Bill
45-minute
Hader
music
video
announcement.
Holy crap!
That video
right?
was
That wasn't
hilarious.
like, because sometimes when you have like funny videos, in
Yeah.
tech
I was
con-
very worried when that started.
in tech things. It's like when an athlete is like, "Oh, an athlete's hilarious." It's like, yeah, but you're grading on a scale because they're not
Right.
supposed to be funny and everything. And so you usually grade it like that. That was like legitimately really fun, really, really well directed. I'm sure we'll find out who did it, but that was the only thought. Because it was obviously Birdman inspired. I don't know if they got Inarritu to do
No, it was
it.
directed by that guy at the beginning. They were interviewing him.
But not Bill Hader.
Not Bill Hader.
Bill Hader, yeah.
Or,
He wasn't in it. It was that
who was-
director guy.
Charlene Lee, that was the
Was
assistant.
that who it was? Yeah, I thought
Yeah.
it was.
Either that or I'm racist.
Oh,
Probably.
I don't.
Sorry.
Roger weighs in.
Roger's like, ha ha ha, casual racism.
Is it yearly?
Oh, so
The one that
God!
was the one that was fake dating Michael Cera for
Yeah,
the
yeah.
movie where they were fake dating.
I thought didn't they actually date?
Who knows?
Did I just
Was
make that up?
Oh, in real life?
They were fake dating, but it was so ironic they were real dating.
Wait,
Yeah.
is that the one where, not the Infinite Playlist,
No, it's Paper Heart.
oh,
it
that,
Paper Heart?
yeah. Like, it was supposed to be like some weird,
Well, it was like she was doing a documentary about
Right.
love, and then she falls in love with Michael Cera, and so it's like a scripted movie, but it's kind of not, and then they mumble for an hour and a half, and you wonder why you watched it.
Sounds
that's
about right.
most, yeah, it's most Michael Cera movies.
I think I remember that.
Yeah. And then like they try to pretend like they have really deep, profound things to say about the human condition.
But they can't because they don't understand it.
Yeah.
Because they're not humans.
How
That's always been my
if
problem.
both together they would weigh 105 pounds.
What?
Yeah.
They don't weigh together as much as one human.
No. They, in fact, half the movie, and this is, I don't want to spoil anything, but half the movie is them being swept up into a strong breeze and ending up in the shores of China.
Being ridiculed by people from the Baroque age.
Oh, how about Trent Reznor?
How about Trent Reznor inventing radio?
Yeah,
How about
Trent
that, huh?
Reznor's like music's Johnny Ive.
Yeah, pretty much.
Inventing radio. It's so funny because, well, sort of.
Ooh.
You know what people like? They like to know. Well, also, what about that awkward joke that Jimmy Iovine tried to not tell but tell?
Oh, about Dr. Dre having sex a lot?
Yes.
And he's like, and Apple Music will build you a playlist if the music isn't good while you're having the sex. What?
What? Huh?
What are you saying to me right now?
Andre, I see you back there. You like to work out a lot. That means he's having sex.
He's sexing right now.
You ever heard his music? He loves it, the guy.
I mean, you guys are actually being more bold than Jimmy Iovine was on stage.
Well,
no.
because we're not actually on stage
Well,
right now.
yeah, but on a stage of a sort. I'm just saying, like, what you're saying is fairly tame, and yet, I don't know.
Sitting in my office and Dr.
Jimmy
Dre-
Iovine committed the cardinal sin of trying to tell a joke halfway and not going all the way to the joke. And
Well,
dying
Jimmy,
in the middle.
the script writers for Apple obviously wrote the script in the same voice all the way through, which
Yep.
they always do, and it just stuck out so much up for Jimmy Iovine.
Well, because you just know that he has
He's
you know,
really
a million
distinctive.
different stories, and I remember
There's a million
once having
different
lunch
stories
with
in
a
the
young
naked Jimmy
Eminem.
Iovine.
I say,
Oh.
Marshall, one day, internet will lead you to all of the music. And he says, you're crazy, Jimmy.
It's three
Give me now.
things.
Yeah.
I like the three things got a laugh that I'm like, I don't think it was supposed to.
Yeah, why? That poor. I felt bad for him at that point. He's like, "What's funny?"
Why are you laughing?
I don't know what people were laughing at.
It was a callback to Steve Jobs saying the iPhone is three things, but they also only put one thing up on the slide.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
That's
I don't
right.
think that was meant to be like it's three things and all three are this. I think it was like they just hadn't got to the other two yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, that was before Jimmy Iovine cared about technology because the iPhone was before. Oh no! I guess Apple had already been ruining music before. Before the
When
iPhone.
Steve Jobs came into that room, Justin, Jimmy
Which,
said,
by the way, I think it's in Stephen Levy's A Perfect Thing,
the ads are true.
which is one of my favorite moments in all of nonfiction history. That meeting, that infamous meeting, apparently Steve Jobs attended in what is described as ball-high jean shorts, which is like my favorite sentence in all of nonfiction literature. It's just, and if I were to interview Jimmy Iovine, I would ask him if that were true.
That were true.
And what his thought was, looking at what would be described as
He'd
ball.
say back then he did a lot of activities to playlists a lot.
Yes, right? Dre, I feel like
Dre,
Dr.
Dre,
is
Dre.
just constantly embarrassed by Jimmy Iovine.
They're the
Jimmy,
friends.
yeah.
They're the
whatever.
friends that Dre just hates going. He's like, I love hanging out with you, Jimmy, but we're in public. You always embarrass me.
Yeah. He loves it, this guy. Loves it.
I can't. I am just embarrassed that I didn't catch your Eminem reference when we were chatting in Slack earlier, Ron.
I know. I had to spell that one out for you.
Oh, forgot about you.
Yeah. I was like, well, maybe he just didn't want to be on. Oh. Oh. Right.
But then you thought it was funny, so that was good.
It was. Once I actually got it, it was hilarious.
I'm actually bummed that we don't have Apple Music now, but that's more to speak to my dissatisfaction with audio.
Every day I try to use Spotify, and every day I turn on the Spotify radio, and it plays half the song and then just stops. And I have to restart the
know.
app, and it plays another half of the song. And
Which,
it's
by the way,
I-
there's nothing to think that Apple won't have that problem, right? Because that's a problem with audio too. Sorry, Tom.
No, that's all right. I'd probably be as excited as you guys about this service if I hadn't already switched. But I switched to Google Music All Access, and I'm really enjoying it. And so part of it is that I'm not having any problems with that yet. I'm still in the honeymoon phase, right? Part of it, though, is I don't want to switch again. You know?
Yeah, I don't
I'm
really
like-
care. What does it matter? I don't even really make playlists and stuff. I just
I have a
listen to
couple
radio,
of
I listen to
playlists that I keep
albums.
up.
There's all sorts of like third-party like sites that can transfer that shit over. Like it doesn't.
I've
really
had a
matter.
playlist that I have been maintaining since 2004.
You are OG, Tom.
What the? Hot ham water? Or...
What? What's happening?
Oh no.
Something
no.
happening on the news wire?
No, I'm multitasking. I'm reacting to Tom's playlist curation.
I'm gonna send Tom a penis drawing.
Hey, by the way, now you can.
Well, you'd
have
have
different,
to send it to Jenny because she's got the watch now.
Yeah. Okay.
Also now
Done.
the accoutrement can be different color.
Oh yeah. That was a bit like, whoa, really? That you had to take up time telling me you could do multiple colors on the drawings? Because sure, nice, but
That looks like a horse.
Thank you. Oh,
No, like
message
the
check,
full
can't
horse.
Send it. Retry.
it's
Why
drawn
can't-
like a horse.
Oh boy.
What?
I can't send it. It won't work.
I'm sorry. I'm so like far behind. I'm not going to even bother trying to comprehend.
Veronica is sending a naughty picture from her Apple Watch to Jenny's Apple Watch.
Ooh, naughty picture.
It keeps saying digital message failed to send.
Maybe it's got a block.
Maybe. But then I just sent a sad face and it didn't work either.
I'm here. I'm on
Whatever.
the phone.
Forget it. Over. The
Just
mood
have to
has
imagine
left.
All I wanted to know is whether or not I'm going to be able to get my Bitmoji keyboard
Good.
on.
Yes.
No announcement. Yeah.
Oh, that's better. That's good. That's good, Justin.
Yeah, I know. Hey, listen, man.
Yeah.
Practice. Years.
Roger, I put the show notes in already, so you don't have to do those.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Sorry. I got held
I
up.
figured I didn't know if you'd be back, so I
No
didn't.
worries. No worries. I am out of the post, though, so we're going to head out. Stay tuned for Cord Killers immediately following Mollywood hosting Marketplace for the first time. Huh?
Hey, is that going to be on Diamond Club?
I don't know. It could be if people put it up there.
Yeah.
And,
Wait,
of course,
live streaming it?
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
on live on Market Watch.
go check it
What
out.
do they
Marketplace.
use for that?
I don't know. Place, whatever.
Marketplace. Market Watch was that old job.
That and the Jimmy Iovine Comedy Hour coming up. It's a laughing hour. Talk to you soon.
Bye.